Community Health Network began a new graduate residency program in the spring of 2012, and following its successful implementation, discussions began focusing on the addition of a nurse mentoring program. We wanted to provide support for the new graduate registered nurses during their first year of clinical practice. The nurse mentoring program began in December of 2013, and both the new grad residency program and the nurse mentoring program were developed in conjunction with the published recommendations from the National Council of the State Boards of Nursing. We've had about 8 to 9 months of experience with mentors and mentees with this new program.
The goals of the new grad residency and mentoring program are to decrease the transition to practice gap that the new graduate experiences as a registered nurse. This gap is basically taking the theory that the new graduate learns in their nursing program and then transition that into their professional nursing practice. It's difficult to be a new graduate registered nurse today. I speak to many students and new graduates inside our organization and outside of our organization, and some of it even refer to it as a frightening time. The programs today, they're accelerated, so they go faster than they have in the past. Students are learning new technologies every day, and they actually have less time or less hands-on patient care time to do clinical practice. Research supports, and our organization has seen this as well, Community Health Network, that when a new graduate experiences this transition to practice gap, they have a decrease in their work satisfaction or their job satisfaction. The decrease in the job satisfaction most often results in turnover of the new graduate registered nurse. Sometimes turnover can be as high as 30% or more of a new graduate nurse in their first year of practice.
Mentors and new graduates are matched by filling out a profile, and on the profile it talks about what some of their likes and dislikes are, how they best like to learn, what some of their learning experiences have been, what the goals of maybe their nursing career or continuing their education. We use those to match them up so that we hope to form a bond that lasts even longer than the mentoring period. Our new graduates are highly encouraged to have a mentor. From what we have seen in past experiences, it's been very beneficial to our new graduates and their mentors. Mentors are volunteers. There's no financial incentive to do it. But we do know that nurses are very nurturing in nature, and we hope that our nurses that already are here at Community Health Network will want to take on a new graduate and kind of raise that graduate and help that graduate grow within their career. The mentors and new graduates are encouraged to meet minimally twice a month. How they choose to meet is pretty much up to them, because we know that some people like to talk on the phone, some people like email, some people like texting, and then there are people who really like to get together face to face. So we encourage them to find their own way to do it, and hopefully, and we've also found out that our mentors frequently will meet more often or hear more often from their mentors and develop the relationship even more deeply. We'd like to share some stories from some of our mentors and mentees, and we hope you'll consider becoming a mentor too.
I volunteered to be a mentor to ease the path for a new grad as they maneuver through their professional life.
Mentoring is that ability to be able to come and to partner, to come alongside a new nurse and to help them on the journey.
I think that as a new nurse, you need somebody to help shape you and guide you and kind of encourage you and reaffirm why you're doing this sometimes.
The mentoring program allows me to touch another nurse who is coming up from the ranks and make a difference in their lives.
You go to school and you're in a little bit of a bubble, and then you're not in the bubble anymore.
I think when you get out of nursing school, you have this expectation to really perform at such a high level, but it's a progression. It's a journey to higher learning. And as I tell even my new orientees, or even right now, I always say to them, time is your best friend.
I want to give them advice about the pitfalls and show them what's new on the horizon, what to look for, how to prepare for how nursing and healthcare is changing.
I was going into a brand new unit and I didn't know anybody, and I just needed that safety net. Someone I could say, hey, this is what happened to me today. Is this normal? Could I have done anything else? Is this how it's supposed to be? I just needed that extra helping hand while I was starting to be a new nurse.
It can be scary to have that kind of responsibility because you're dealing with people's lives, and you're their advocate, and you learn that you're supposed to be an advocate, but that's a lot of pressure.
I was reminded of the newness of being so young, and the world is open to them, and how much they need the support of another seasoned person to help walk them through that process.
The biggest benefit of having a mentor would probably be having a guardian angel for my career, somebody that looks out for me, maybe tells me about opportunities I wouldn't know how to find.
You know that you're not alone, and that she's been in your shoes and she got through it.
It was just that extra boost of confidence I needed.
It's experience. It's about being out there. It's about working the unit, taking one moment at a time, one day at a time, and trusting the process.
I would advise a new graduate nurse to take every opportunity to learn.
This has been a great experience for me. I have learned a lot from my mentee. I really wasn't expecting it. I think when you give to other people, they give back to you. Because she validated to me how important it is to engage with these new nurses in those critical times of transition.
What I hoped to gain from having a mentor is somebody to help me with my professional development. I hope to gain a confidant, somebody who could talk about what happened to me last night. If it was something that was challenging and I had never seen it before, she could tell me, did I do the right thing? How would she have done it differently?
She's not there with me every day, but she is there to answer questions and help open doors that I might see as locked.
Because you're still getting used to the unit, you're getting used to the people, the rules. You're a brand new nurse. You have all of this responsibility.
She's helped me with networking and telling me about different career opportunities and education opportunities, scholarship opportunities that community has, and she's really helped make this first year a lot more palatable.
What I want to do when I mentor is I want to help them along the journey and try to make that path so much smoother and so much easier. I want to help them to be the best that they can be. I want to make a difference in someone's life.